Hi, so another bag review, yet another bag review on pings. That's all I seem to do these days is bag reviews. They keep coming in dribs and drabs this season, so this is the latest one to arrive, the Craz E Lite. On first look, it looks really good. It feels incredibly light. It's actually 3 pounds, which we don't really use in this country to describe weight, so that's 1.3 kilograms. The normal hoofer is 5.5 pounds, which is 2.5 kilograms. So it's nearly half the weight of a hoofer. And if it manages to take the same sort of stuff in it, then this is a very, very good option because it really is very compact. When you look at it standing up like that, it's really narrow, it's really thin. It'd be a great bag to take on holiday and put in a flight bag because it's hardly going to take up any space, and it's incredibly light as well. I mean, it really, really feels featherweight. The only thing that sort of springs to mind with this sort of thing is inevitably it doesn't feel quite as robust. It doesn't feel like it's maybe going to last as long, but that's hard to tell. You'd have to use one for a sustained period of time to be able to report back on whether that you do think it lasts long. Maybe somebody who's got one could put in the comments whether they've experienced it lasting well or not. Ping stuff on the whole is always really well made, so I don't have any problem with that, but obviously they're using a lightweight material here to maximise the lightweightness. So it's a full-size bag. You can get a full set of clubs in, right? So it all goes in, no problem, but it's what does it feel like? That's with no other stuff. That's with no clothing, no tees, no balls, no water, no laser, nothing. I mean, it feels incredibly light still. It's just like you're holding the clubs, really. It feels hardly anything to it at all. So that's really impressive. One of the things is it's got this detachable single strap thing, which is supposed to be really easy to do. And I can't figure out how to do it. And yeah, I don't actually see a quick and easy way of doing that. I wouldn't ever do that. I would always try and spread the weight. I mean, you can walk with it on one shoulder anyway with the strap hanging down, but it's better to be able to spread the weight and use it as the double strap's intended, in my opinion. So let's go through it. It's got a big clothing pocket in here with a little zip, not a zip, just a little pouch, a little mesh pouch. And this thing to hang stuff on, which I don't know if anyone ever really does that. This looks like a waterproof pocket because it's got that little lid over it there, and that looks like a waterproof zip. So I'd imagine that will be for your wallet and phone and everything. That's a good idea because the rain really does feel like it would just go straight through this. Pens and pencil thing in there if you really want to do that. You've got a front ball pocket which is decent size in there. That fits a water bottle if you want it to, but it actually says on the side here on this bit that this is H2O, so that's your water bottle. And I've got to remember to this because I got into trouble on my review of the Moonlight, that if you start putting stuff in pockets that it's not really meant to go in, then that upsets people. If you're going to play by the rules, that's where your water bottle goes in there. The reason I have an issue with that is on my bag, I've got a big pocket in here, which is actually the drinks pocket. So I could put my drink in there, but I actually prefer to put a laser in there because it doesn't fall out, and I can basically put the bag down, and then I'm just in there, straight out, no unzipping, no nothing, going into a pocket, going into a pouch, nothing. It's just in and out. I like the fact that that pocket suits what I want to do. So if I had this, for instance, I might use that for my laser, and I might put my bottle of juice in there if I've even got a bottle of juice. You can do what you like. Don't be afraid to experiment with pockets, is my advice. With this bag, you're going to have to unzip it no matter what you do. So you may as well stick to the rules. That pocket in there at the back, that's sort of tees and balls probably in there, and bigger stuff in there. It's got a little grab handle here, so easy to get in and out of the boot, but it's such a light bag that you can lift it up with one finger if you really want to put it in the boot. As for putting clothes and waterproofs and all the rest of it in, then This is the test here. So this is quite a thick sort of heavy duty wind range suit that you need in Scotland almost every day of the year. That's trousers and jacket in there, and that was fine. That was absolutely no problem at all. You could probably fit a hat and stuff in there as well if you wanted, and something else. You wouldn't want to pack this bag out too much, because with it being that lightweight material, you wouldn't want to put too much strain on it and start ripping stuff. It's got the obligatory glove section there, which is tiny. I don't even know how that would even work, but nobody uses these things anyway. Umbrella holder down here. Looks like it would just about do the job. It's quite lightweight and flimsy, almost feeling that. Almost feels like it would rip potentially, but again, it's a lightweight bag. It's the sort of bag that you might have another bag. You know, if you're playing in tournaments and things like that, you might have a cart bag that has lots of space, and this is your sort of everyday bag. Much like a weekend bag, really. It's that light and that compact. Oh, mustn't forget the hood section in here. Almost couldn't find the zip for this, but the rain hood comes out of here. That's a nice feature. You would never lose it, and it also provides padding for your back when it's in there. Nice touch, but you're going to be struggling a wee bit if it starts raining with this bag, because it's probably going to go straight through this pretty easily. There is a sensor cool material in here to sort of to stop your shoulders getting sweaty. I would say the only slight issue I have with it is it's almost like when you buy lightweight model cars, you know, they take all the stuff out and then suddenly it seems to cost more. So this is £169, and the hoofer, this is a hoofer 14, is £179. So it's almost the same price there. That does feel a lot heavier. It's a lot more sturdy. This is definitely going to last you a lot longer there. So the hoofer starts to look like good value when you consider it's probably going to last quite a bit longer. But if you want ultimate lightness, then the Craz E Lite is a really good option. I think if I was a ping man, which I do like ping stuff, I'm using Wilson irons at the moment and a mixture of weights. And I've got a Wilson bag because I like to match the irons with the bag. But if I was a ping man, or even if I wasn't a ping man, I just wanted a good bag, this would interest me because it is so light, and yet it does still offer a full capability in terms of space and putting enough things in it. And it's got enough pockets that you can actually designate to certain things. You're not struggling from that point of view, and you're not struggling from the point of view of extra clothing and hats and things like that. So I really do like it, and I would recommend it. One of the downsides is actually this year especially is the colours. So there's a sort of bright orange one and this sort of aqua blue one, which I actually don't mind that. Why haven't they done just a black and silver or a black and grey or something like that? I don't quite understand why there isn't a more of a bog standard option. That would make sense to me. I don't quite understand that. That would be more the one I would want to go for, potentially last a long time, whereas this might potentially look a little bit dated in a while. You might get sick of the colour of that. But other than that, if you like the colours, there is nothing to fault the bag really, other than the slight wonder of how long it's actually going to last. After that, I don't think there's a lot to say. It's just another really good bag from Ping. They make a lot of good golf bags, and this is certainly one I would thoroughly recommend as a carry bag. So hopefully that's enough info, and if you've got any questions, put them in the comments and I'll be happy to get back to you. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.